I want to update my review of the Taitexma TH160 and some improvements that I've made to mine. When I bought my machine brand new from All Brands, the distributor shipped it without the tension mast. So I had to get them to send me one, and I don't think it was exactly the mast that belonged with this machine, because the mount went down inside. There was a little plastic insert, and the there's a little clip that prevents this mast from turning, and it didn't quite reach the slot to keep it, so it was always swiveling back and forth whenever I would knit. So I 3D printed my own little mount here, and I used the screw holes that were already on the machine and just mounted it on there, and it's working fine. I've had to print it a couple of times because the PLA is not very strong, and of course I've got some scratches from some boo-boos. But also, this machine was advertised as a 6mm, I think is what it's called, but I thought it was going to be the same gauge as the LK150. So I bought the LK150 garter bar from Chris Crafter, thinking it would go with this machine. But the needles are just enough of a millimeter off or a half a millimeter off to where they might match up one or two needles, but it just wouldn't match up all the way across. And also the needle strip on the machine, the one that came with the machine, was off also. So if you lined it up on 0, it slowly, as you went down the line, it did not match up with the needles as you got to the other end, and it just drove me crazy. So I removed that needle strip, and I just put some masking tape, some painter's tape down here, and it's a really strong painter's tape. And I marked, I don't know if you can see, but I like the numbers to where they're lined up exactly with the needle, but when the needle was out, it hid the numbers. So I just drew some little lines every 5 needles, and so I wrote on the painter's tape, like, this is needle number 5, I wrote 05. So you'd see the 0 on one side and the 5 on the other, so I knew exactly which needle. And then again on the 10, I have a 1 and a 0 either side of the needle, so I know exactly which needle that is. So I ended up making my own needle strip, and that's working out fine. So that's just my update through the years of using this machine and things that I've done to improve the use of it.